The RV Show USA is brought to you by Flagstaff, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
Folks from Rockwood, Flagstaff, Mr. Andre Fisher is with us. Andre, what are we going to be looking at today?
Well, first of all, congratulations on your grandchild. Thoughts and positive vibes going your way there in Texas. That's just great news.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Today we're going to be looking at a prototype. It's a Rockwood 8263 MBR, or the Flagstaff model is an 826 MBR. That's both a classic and a signature. It's a travel trailer. It's 29 feet, 11 inches, and we call it our Suite Series. So when we come back from shows as like a group of reps, we go see hundreds of people between January, February, and March. We come back and try to, really sit down and talk about trends. Where's our business going? Who's going there? What are they buying? And we saw a big trend of older generation people not wanting the big camper anymore, trying to get into state parks under our, parks that don't allow anything over 30 feet. And so we tried to think of a nice suite, the king bed, a double vanity, some really great options on a travel trailer that's not real big, that's really super easy to haul around the country. And so that's what we came up with today, or early this spring, actually.
It's beautiful. I mean, I would think that for a lot of people, they'll buy, I think, too much RV. They'll, older people, mom and dad, they may be retired, or grandma and grandpa, and they think the grandkids are going to be with them, so they buy these the bunk houses, and they don't use them that much. And you got to have a great big dually or a big old truck to pull it. You don't have to have that dually to pull this travel trailer, do you?
No, with the half-ton towables, this is going to come in right about 7,500 pounds, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. But we're trying to keep that weight down, so a lot of half-ton towable trucks can pull it. And you're right, there's a lot of grandparents and mothers and fathers that think their kids are going to go with them, and they just find out that they don't. So their second trailer, they're like, I'm just going to get something super nice for us. And I always tell them that's why we give them that great big awning out front for those kids to sleep under.
All right. So one of the things I notice is that with this, and we're not going to play the whole video, folks. We're going to give you a link to watch this entire video at the end of my conversation with Andre, but is that you don't need a whole pocket full, a fist full of keys to get in the different compartments and things on this actual travel trailer.
Just two. Key to like system, making it really super easy and simple.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and jump into this first part of the video. Shmai, let's go ahead and do it.
Step above system for more ride. Awesome. 2 fingers can lift it. Anybody can take it down, and anybody can put it up. Super easy to use. Great steps. You can adjust the legs, so if you have an off-kilter campsite, really, really easy to use. Then a big grab handle right here, okay? So we talk about safety. A really settled step on the ground. You're not on the camper, but also you've got a nice big grab handle to get up into your camper, okay? So when you're talking about the entrance to your camper, always make sure it's got a lot of great features. You're going to use this every single time you camp. You're going to use the steps, you're going to use the door, you're going to use the screen, and you're going to use the security window, okay? So my favorite part of the camper, the carriage, the nuts and bolts of everything. When you're going down the road, this is the most important part of your camper. And we've got 3 awesome features that not everybody has. So let's start right where the rubber meets the road. Goodyear Endurance tires, okay? Best tire on the market, really durable, great tire. Second, torsion flex axles. So what a torsion flex axle is, it's not a spring-loaded axle where it's bouncing you like a pogo stick. What this torsion flex axle is always trying to find neutral. And every single wheel is independent suspension. So that means if this side hits the rumple strips, that side doesn't. You're not getting the double whammy, okay, from your spring axles. It's always trying to find center here. So if it goes up, it comes here. It doesn't spring you like a pogo stick. Great axles. Spent a lot of money and time and effort on testing and having these axles. And last but not least, the tire pressure monitoring system, which comes standard in every Rockwood and Flagstaff, okay? So I get asked a lot of questions, so we'll go over it real briefly here. This is not the tire pressure monitoring system. It's actually on the inside of the wheel, and it gives you a nice little monitor for inside the front cab of your truck that you can see your tire pressure and tire temperature at all times. How does that help you, Mr. Customer? Number one, You can't guarantee you won't have a flat on a big highway, but it's going to help you because it starts flashing at you when you start losing more than 4 pounds a minute. And that way you can get off, exit, and get over to your service station, get that taken care of if you pick up something along the road. Also, tells you the temperature of the tires.
You know, Andre, from the comments that I'm reading on social media lately, a lot of people are taking notice of the suspension that Rockwood and Flagstaff provide and how great it is and how much longer a life they get out of their RV by having that type of suspension.
Absolutely. Torsion flex axles make all the difference in the world. And I pulled a mini light to Southern Indiana for a group on 2 weeks ago with my truck. I have a 1500, and that 7,000-pound mini light pulled easier on those axles than my single axle 3,500-pound toy hauler that I personally own. It's a great suspension system. It takes all the vibrations and things out of the coach, which always helps.
It does cost a little bit more, folks, but it will come back to you in many, many more years of comfort and less repairs on your RV, and just something that you're going to like a whole lot more. Let's go ahead and go to the back side of the trailer. Hang on, Andre, just a second.
Always a laminated or pressed back wall, just like your side wall. Always a walkable one-piece roof. What makes that so very important is when you have the strongest axles on the best tires and the strongest box, which is topped off by the best roof. So it's one piece. You're not getting wiggle left to right with rafters. You're getting one piece laminated in our lamination facility right over there. And what it does is it firms up all the sides to make a very sturdy, firm box. Best roof in the industry.
I have a kind of maybe a silly question, but why does the solid roof really matter all that much?
Well, if you think about it from an engineering standpoint, we always equated a good, simple way to think about it is think about a shoebox that is without a lid. It's pretty flexible and pliable, but as soon as you put the top on a shoebox, it kind of squares up all the edges, makes everything nice and tight, and it keeps everything in alignment. So our roof is a one-piece, fully laminated roof, all aluminum construction with block foam insulation. It really sturdies up the whole coach, if that shoebox analogy works for you. A lot of other manufacturers do it in 4-foot sections with a piece of plywood. They're trying to screw down on the edges that give them kind of the bat wing effect and different ways to do roofing. But I really feel over the long haul, our roofing system is one of the best, if not the best, in the RV world.
Again, it's one of those examples of the things that you don't know that you need to know that you will appreciate when you own a quality RV. So, again, going back to looking at this thing from the outside, it's just beautiful, and looking at the floor plan inside, it's got so much room. And you're not going to have a great big truck to tow it. So many people buy an RV and then they end up going to have to spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 to find a pickup truck that will pull it.
Oh, great. It's not that tall. Like I said, it's under 30 feet. It's at a really sweet spot of a range that pulls really nice behind your vehicle. And it's a suite. You've got a bar top for two. You've got theater seating. You've got a big countertop space, a king bed in a slide. Great chest of drawers out front, double vanity, residential shower. I mean, we wanted it to feel like a hotel room, but on wheels, but better, and you own it.
Have you got the diagram up, the floor plan of it? It's fabulous. We're going to go ahead and go inside and take a real quick look around, Andre. So just hang on just a second. You're going to take us on a tour here.
Display area. This is for your solar controller. It'll tell you what your batteries run. What power it's drawing. Just great features right here. And as we walk around the inside of this Suite Series, you're going to see just the best of everything. Day-night roller shades. This particular color is slate wood with a stone decor, okay? This couch is a Millersburg edition with power here, 2 cup holders, and then very comfortable, and also that middle center console, so you can either sit a little dog or whatever you have here and then be comfortable. Lumbar supports in the side here, okay? It does pop out into a really nice, comfortable theater seat. Great seating to watch the TV, which is right across the way there. We've got an awesome fridge, always comes with a great fridge, and this countertop. I don't think there's a unit in the industry that has a countertop as big as this one, which is great because we have countertop over here too. Great for, mixing and mingling with people. Maybe you're a real chef and you want to put out a huge spread. This works perfectly for you. Check out the fit and finish. Everything's finished on the bottom. Okay, when you go into a unit, you might just see a regular cabinet, but not here at Signature. We're going to make sure it feels like a residential place.
It looks so big inside. I mean, it's a king-size bed. I love a king-size bed.
It is. It's 70 by 80, very large bed, very comfortable mattress. Again, Suite Series, really trying to make it a really comfortable bathroom and a very comfortable bedroom with a great living space.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a very big, very open, large bathroom with a double vanity back there, and I just love it. So, all right. So the question is, when are we going to start seeing these models come out at the Flagstaff and Rockwood dealers? How soon?
Soon. We have a lot of orders in our system. A lot of the dealers we've sent them the drawings. They've looked at it. We've sent them maybe a couple of pictures. They're all on board. We have not been in production as of yet, but it will be shortly. I wish I could give you a date, but I don't have it in front of me. But soon.
And it's called, once again, it's called the 8263 MBR?
Yes, sir, correct. And then in the Flagstaff Classic model, it's the 826 MBR.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes, middle bedroom, kitchen slide, KSs, different things. We have a lot of different little acronyms we throw on things that kind of help production and help us understand what a unit is. But sometimes they're different. I don't even understand them. We just do the best we can to make sure that it correlates with something in the coach. That's an excellent question.
Well, I love it. I'm not sure about the model, and I know that there's a reason for all that, but I just love this thing. And if you had to describe the demographic that this is the perfect RV, or at least one that somebody ought to look at, who would that be? Describe that person or those people.
Those people that I talked to at shows were between 55 and 70. And they wanted to not pull a huge fifth wheel, and what they wanted was flexibility. Okay, I want to go to a campground, and I want to go to a site. A lot of sites there's not a lot over 30. You have to really plan. I want flexibility to go to any campground I'll drive through Tennessee. When I get tired, I would like to stop, or I see somewhere I want to go, and that under 30 foot gives me the flexibility to stop there. And then we're offering that great solar package we have with a 12-volt refrigerator that even if I can't have a hookup site that night, I have enough power to run my fridge. I can do the lights. I can really enjoy all the great things that we love about camping as campers, and do that. And so that would be the demographic that I would say would be 100% into this. And like you said earlier, this isn't for guests or anything. This is pretty much dinner for 4, sleeping for 2, and just a really comfortable coach.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I just love the floor plan. Thank you for giving us a peek at it, and we'll check in with you again real soon, all right?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right, you take care. That's Andre Fisher, our buddy from Millersburg, Indiana, with Rockwood Flagstaff, and I just love that floor plan. I just think it's really cool. If you'd like to see the entire video that Andre did, we're going to put up a slate with the links on it now. Shemaya, have we got that ready? Go to forestriverinc.com/Rockwood, or, of course, forestriverinc.com/Flagstaff. And that way you can watch the entire video from giddy up to whoa, as they say. I really like that. Like he was saying, for the couple that wants to have flexibility, yet still have a lot of space, and be able to go to the state parks, national parks, not have to buy a $75,000 pickup truck to tow it. This looks like a really cool option. I know they're very, very well built.